Hello my dear students. So here crop production and management, in the last session you learned about the introduction of the crop production and management. Now here we are going to see the next part of the crop production, that is the agriculture practices, which are the implements are there, which are the agriculture practices are there, that we are going to see. So as you know, here crop production for the India is a vast country. For that vast country, here population is so much, and so food demands are increasing day by day, and here to fulfill that demands, food production and management and distribution of the food is very much necessary. So for this purpose, as you know, farmers are growing a different types of a crop. When same type of a crops cultivating in a large area, that is called as a crop. As India has a different climatic features in a different region, the temperature, humidity, rainfall is a different in a different area. So here region to region it is changes like that. There are the seasonal changes are also there, and so here there are the different types of crops are taking as per region to region. So here there is a difference in between that. Different area has a different types of crops taking. So here India is getting different seasonal changes are there, in that like a rainy season, winter season, summer seasons are there. As you know, there are two types of crops yearly we are taking, that is a Kharif crop and Rabi crop. In the last period we learnt Kharif crop here June to September, as here they are nothing but the like a maize, groundnuts are there, they are the example. And here Rabi crop from October to March, and they are nothing but and it is in the winter season, and they are examples like wheat, gram, these are the peas, these are the examples are there for the Rabi crop. And now we are going to see about the next point, that is the agriculture practices. So here when any farmer want to grow the different type of a crop, there are the different steps are there for the here like any crop production. When field is there, in that field they want to take a different crop production. So for that purpose agriculture practices, there are some steps are there. So in that agriculture practices, first step is there, that is the preparation of the soil. What is the preparation of soil? Turning and loosening the soil. How the turning and loosening the soil? So preparation of soil, as you know, when we are plowing, there is a turning and loosening of the soil is there, it is taking place. In that preparation of soil, one of the important most step is there in the preparation of the soil, that is turning and loosening the soil, which allows the microorganism and earthworm. As you know, earthworm it's called as a farmer's friend. All earthworms are there, they are called as a farmer's friend. And in the soil, you know that there are the earthworms are there present, microorganisms are present. They are enriching the soil. As you know, they here when soil loosens, here that time because of the loosening and turning of the soil, the roots are penetrating deeply into the soil. Here roots are going deeply into the soil, and so they are here because of the earthworm, because of the microorganism, there is an enriching of the soil nutrients taking place. Here earthworms are there, they are eating the soil, they are loosening the soil, and they are enriching the soil. Microorganisms are there, they are also enriching the soil. As you know, the soil is made up of a mineral, water, and different type of minerals are present in that all it is present in that soil. And also with that dead and decayed plants and animals. From where the dead and decayed plants and animals coming? When plants and animals are dying, they will be falling in the soil, and they are mixing in the soil, and so because of that they are enriching the soil, and it is a very important one, and that they gives the nutrient for the, because of the decomposing of that dead and decaying the plants and animals, soil enriching is taking place. Soil is getting nutrients, means recycling of the nutrients are taking place, and that soil which nutrients are mixing, these nutrients again taking by the roots of the plants, and so when roots of the plants are absorbing that one, here there is a recycling of the nutrients are there taking place. So that is nothing but they enrich the soil. As you know, here next one, that is the how there is a process of loosening and turning of the soil. When soil loosens or turn the soil, that is called as a flowing. It is nothing but it is called as a flowing. So like with the help of earthworm microorganisms it is taking place. So flowing is also another one process is there. So the process of a loosening and turning, it is called as a flowing. As you know, here flowing is one of the important one process and it is necessary. This is done with the help of a flow, and here flow is there. With the help of that flow, there is the flowing is going to take place. In the flowing, as you know, there are the different when flowing is going to do. Flowing is going to do with the help of the flow, and it is made up of a wooden or iron. When flowing with the help of a wooden or iron, it is taking place. That time there are the in the soil there is the different crumbs are there, big soil particles are there. So when flowing loosening of the soil means topsoil is there. Topsoil means uppermost layer of the soil is called as a topsoil. It is a top layer of the soil. This top layer of soil contains a different types of nutrients, and it is a very much important for the growth of the plants. And so here top layer of the soil is important for the growth of the plant, and when flowing is going to takes place, that time the soil becomes a down layer will come, means loosening, turning of the soil, up soil going to down soil up. So that is the turning and loosening of the soil taking place, and when the flowing is going to take place, that time there is a crumbs will form, means big soil particles are there, it will form, and it is necessary to break that crumbs. So here big soil particles will form, that is called as a crumbs. These crumbs are there, it is necessary to break that crumbs, and that is it is taking place with the help of a leveler. That is leveling of the soil is taking place with the help of a leveler, and when they are going to do, our farmers are going to do the leveling with the help of leveler, the crumbs are there, it will break. Usually flowing is going to take place, or flowing is here farmers are going to do the flowing when soil is wet. When soil is dry, first of all giving the water, and the soil becomes watery, and then they are going to do the flowing. So this is the about the flowing. This is done with the help of flow. Flow field contains a big pieces of a soil called as a crumbs, and crumbs are breaking with the help of a leveler, that is called as a leveling. Further, it is leveling is used by the wooden or iron leveler, and that here leveler is there. That leveler is nothing but it is made up of a wooden or iron, and the soil being eroded by wind or water, and so because of it is necessary to make it a level. Soil is there, leveling of the soil is there, it is necessary, and that leveling it is going to take place. It is necessary because soil erosion is there. It prevents the soil erosion, which is taking place with the help of the wind and water. And so here next one is there, that is about the flow. So here this is about the flowing. Now next one is there, here sometimes manures are also adding before the flowing, because manures when adding before the flowing it will mix with the soil properly. So as you know, flowing means what? Turning and loosening of the soil. So turning and loosening of the soil makes the manure. Why manures are important? Because manures they will enrich the soil, and so it is going in the top layer, it will mix properly in the soil, and then after the flowing it will mixing properly in the soil. And so before flowing here sometimes manures are there, mostly farmers are going to mix the manures in the soil, and then they are going to do the flowing. So here there are the different types of agricultural implements are there. Which are that agricultural implements here going to use here in the preparation of soil? See, in the agricultural implements there is a plow, hook and cultivator. Which are that one? Plow, hook and cultivator. So you are observing here there is a plow is there. So you are going to observe here you are observing here plow. So plow is nothing but it is made up of a wooden or iron. and it is the tool, it is one type of machine. As we are learning agricultural implements, plow, hoe and cultivator. So first of all about the plow, it is a tool for the plowing purpose using from olden days, in olden days, made up of a wood or iron. If you are observing here, it is a plow is there, it is made up of a wood, and here it contains triangular iron strip called as a plowshare. If we are observing, this is a triangular iron strip is there, that is called as a plowshare. In your textbook also it is there. While I am explaining, when after the video observing, you should observe the lesson also. So here then observe lesson and read the lesson, means you are understanding that one. So plowshare is there, it is nothing but it contains a triangular iron strip that is called as a plowshare, and plowshare is there, it is joined by the another one wood piece that is called as a plow shaft. So plowshare triangular piece is joined by the here plow shaft, and then it is joined to the beam, and that beam is there here, it is fixing into the animal's neck, and like animal's neck, here they will fix it, and after that the animals are pulling that beam, means pulling that plow, and this is with the help of that plow it is taking place. So the main part of the rod wood known as the plow shaft. This is a rod wood is there, it is called as a plow plow shaft. This is the plowshare, and then this beam is there, that beam is fixed into the animal's neck, and then there is the plow is there, animals are pulling with the help of the farmer. So this is about the plow, and here this plow is there, about that information. So plow is there, it is important for the plowing purpose, that it is made up of a wooden, and it is a wood or iron, and it is in olden days it is using, that is a plowing. Plowing is an important one step for the loosening and the turning of the soil. So nowadays, as you know, there are the different implements using from olden days. There are the animals like a bull, ox, and also there is the in different area like horses, camels are also using, as well the animals in which region which animals are present, that animals they will use for the plowing purpose. So next one is there, that is about the hoe. Next one, hoe is there. What is a hoe? Hoe, it helps for the removing the weeds. So weeds are removing with the help of the hoe. Weeds means what? What are the weeds? Weeds are nothing but the unwanted plants which are growing in the field, like a congrass, grass are there present, so which are growing, and that are removing with the help of the here hoe. Hoe is nothing but it is a long rod made up of a wood or iron. This is a long rod is there made up of a iron, and it has also a beam, it is a fixing into the animal's neck, and another one strong blade is present, and that strong plate is there made up of a iron, and it is present at one end. Here you are observing that there is a strong plate is present at one end, and another one end is there, beam is present. Here this iron plate is there, and with the help of that strong bent plate which is made up of iron at present at one end, with the help of that there is it will remove the here weeds, and also for the loosening of the soil it is able to use. So and it is pulled generally by the ox. So using the animals, with the help of that there is a pulling it is taking place. So that is the hoe. These are nothing but agricultural implements. We have observed the first plow, second one is there, that is the hoe. Next one is there, cultivator. So next cultivator is there. Nowadays plowing is done by the tractor driven it is. So plowing with the help of a tractor, when it is going to take place, then it is called as a cultivator. Means plowing machine with the help of animal, bull or other camels or like horses. So these are the different animals when using, that is called as a plow. Next one we saw hoe, and third one is there, that is the cultivator, it is used nowadays it is using the tractors driven the cultivator. So by a tractor driven, that is called as a cultivator. So plowing with the help of a tractor, it is called as cultivator. Use of cultivator saves the labors and time. Here there is a labor and time, no use of animals, and it is a fast work is there. So saving up labor, saving up, so animals are not using there, and also time is there. In short time we are able to do more plowing. So fast it is going to take place, and more area, large area, for that purpose it is very much suitable one. So here this is about the agricultural implements, that is the plow, hoe and cultivator. So what I told here, agriculture practices, in that it is nothing but the turning and loosening of the soil, that is called as a plowing, and how it is with the help of the microorganism, with the help of earthworm, how turning and loosening of the soil, and also in the soil which type of what soil contains like water, air, minerals, it will present, and nutrient rich it is going to take place with the help of earthworm, and also dead and decaying plants and animals mixing in the soil, and there is a loosening of the soil and enriching the top layer of the soil is there, it is taking place. Next we saw crumble, leveling with the help of a leveler. There is a crumbs of the soil is present, that is that crumbs why it will form after the plowing, there is a formation of the crumbs, and that crumbs are there with the help of a leveler. There is a leveling is going to take place, and so that it will break on the soil rocks. And then next one is there leveling, and here we saw the agricultural implements are there like a plow, hoe and cultivator. So this is about the preparation of the soil. In the next session we are going to see the next part of that, or next stage of the agricultural practices. Thank you.